You want to take a tour with me? Well, that's embarrassing. Ooh. Okay, we'll try somewhere else. Nope. How about here? I'm sure you can see the problem, like I can see the problem. It is the same problem I have been dealing with for 3 years. Hi, my name is Christine, and I am a deal shopper. When I see a deal, I cannot say no. And so we end up with an overflowing pantry and multiple overflowing freezers. All of this excess, what? Come with me as we clean out some of this excess food. This summer of 2023, we are going to do it. Throw your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care, because we are finally eating through all of this food. So if you love pantry cleanouts, freezer cleanouts, and challenges, hook me up with one of these and let's get going. We have to prep for a camping trip.
You're correct.
And in the midst of graduation parties, hosting family, travel, and all the these, I'm just not feeling like going like big on the camping food. I mean, you can do some serious camping food with the Dutch ovens and the tinfoil dinners and the roastings and the cakes, you know what I mean?
The hole in the cakes?
There's a hole in this cake. Listen, I want as easy as possible and as fast as possible cooking, because ain't nobody got time for that. We're just gonna start getting stuff out. I say cook some things here, and then snacks. Snacks are the name of the game. Okay.
Snacks make or break a trip, in my opinion.
Family reunion, tent camping, trip prep commences right now. Wow, that's why it's so close, because it's so close. That is better. Okay. Hey, Andrew.
No, my hair is disgusting.
I know. So I do have these. I think these are the last two I have. I'm not doing it. Andrew's doing it. Andrew's making these 2 loaves of pumpkin spice bread, which we will take in a Tupperware, and this will be a nice, easy breakfast. To go along with this easy breakfast, I went to my outside fridge and picked up a ton of eggs. We are hard boiling them. So we have hard boiled eggs plus pumpkin bread for easy breakfast for I think 2 of the mornings, which is very exciting. Over here, I got out some meat. I'm planning on prepping here. I'm cooking all of this meat today before we leave tomorrow. The chicken, I'm just cooking with some like Italian-like seasoning. I haven't looked and found one yet, but one of my favorite travel hacks is the cooked chicken Caesar salad wraps. It's just a bagged Caesar salad kit, large tortillas. I usually buy a bag of cooked chicken, but I have a lot, I'm using this. And then over here, I have a ton of ground beef I'm thawing out. We're going to be doing an Instant Pot lasagna and walking tacos. I also recently looked at the campsite accommodations. We're not taking a camper, we are tent camping, and there's no fire pits. There's no fire pits. So if you do something, you have to grill it on like the charcoal grill. This is one of my favorite bins to take camping. It's lightweight. There's a lid that snaps on, and I love to put a lot of our food products. So I went down to the freezer, I pulled all the bread. Every day for lunch, we're having sandwiches.
Mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich when the mutton is nice and lean.
I have a lot of deli meat and cheese in the fridge I will take with me. So I have 2 loaves of this, 3 of plain bagels. I do have a peanut butter. I'll grab a jam in a minute. Plantain chips. I have these mayo and mustard packets, scotcheroos from Haley's graduation. Grandma made those. Chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos, a huge box of chips, and of course, my snacks from Thrive Market, my friends. The Quinn Touch of Honey pretzels, Amazeballs, the That's It bars, and the Soli fruit bars. These are awesome for mountain biking, of which we will be doing a lot. And I just want to say thank you to Thrive Market for sponsoring today's video. Let me tell you about them really fast. If you do not know what they are an online marketplace where you can buy a variety of items, but most importantly, food, because I'm only here for the food. I've stocked my pantry with Thrive Market products. Number 1, they're a great price. Number 2, they have basic things that anyone can use. And most importantly, they have specialty items that people in small towns cannot find. That'd be me. You can sort by diet preference, dietary needs. So if you are looking for foods that fit into a gluten-free lifestyle, or if you are trying out keto, you want keto-friendly foods. If you need to do paleo, if you need to do Whole30 foods only, you can select that as an option, and it will sort all of the foods that they have that you can purchase that fall under that eating preference. Now, there are two ways to pay for the membership. You can do it monthly, but if you do the annual membership, it's only $5 a month, which is very inexpensive. And if you don't save the cost of the membership in the first year, they will refund you the difference. So you'll always get the better deal. And did you know this? If you find the item that you're looking for cheaper somewhere else, they will match the price. So you can bet that you are getting the best deal via Thrive Market. Orders above $49 ship for free. I always get mine in a day or two. It's really quick. All of the packaging is recyclable. If you're looking for product recommendations, I am happy to help you. I've started buying the basmati rice. It's so delicious. Basmati is my favorite rice. What is your favorite rice? Let me know down below. The taco and fajita seasonings are really delicious. The salsa, I've mentioned in every single video, if you only buy one thing from Thrive Market, make it the salsa. The medium and the chipotle, the smoky chipotle, so delicious. I have like a whole stockpile of their salsa in my pantry. You cannot go wrong. I also really like purchasing the Soli fruit bars and the That's It fruit bars for mountain biking and hiking, that sort of thing. They work really well for that. And did I mention the best part about all of this is that you do not have to get dressed. You can order from the comfort of your bed. So as far as convenience goes, it's at the top of my list. If you want to try out Thrive Market, I have an awesome deal for you today. They're going to give you 30% off of your first order plus a free gift up to $60. It's going to be the first link down in the doobly-doo. It's thrivemarket.com/frugalfitmom. First link below. I've been using Thrive Market for years at this point, and I really think that you will enjoy their products, especially if you're doing a certain diet or you prefer specialty ingredients for fun cooking experience in your house. So if you want to get that 30% off and free gift, thrivemarket.com/frugalfitmom. I will leave that link for you. Now let's get back to more packing for this camping trip. I feel like everybody wants to know the meal plan, the camping meal plan. Sorry about the slicing and dicing. Andrew is taking care of some veg prep right now. Breakfasts are as follows. Hard-boiled eggs and pumpkin bread is one of the days, which we already, we're making it right now. Number two, I have the Chobani yogurt smoothies. If you saw my grocery haul video, we still have a bunch of those. We're just gonna take them. So yogurt smoothies, any protein bar I can find, and muffins. Then bagels and cream cheese. And then the last day is whatever we have left. Lunches are all going to be like sandwiches, a bag of chips, and a fruit of some kind. Apples, bananas, grapes. Those all travel really nicely. We are assuming we're gonna be out hiking and biking at that time. So we'll just put everything in the car and then run to the car and be like, oh great, let's have some sandwiches and go back out and play. I'm bringing the Instant Pot because I think I can plug it into the car, which leads me to dinner. The first night I have, hot dogs. That's what I was gonna do on the first night, like the night we get there. Here's the other dinners. We're doing a lasagna, an Instant Pot lasagna soup, kind of. I'm cooking the meat here so it's faster, but basically you put everything in the Instant Pot, cover it with 2 cups of water, close it, cooks for 4 minutes. Boom, done. The next day we're doing walking tacos. The next day we're doing my favorite Caesar chicken salad wraps, which I said before when I got the chicken out, and then we're going home the next day. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 nights that we're staying there. So we have 2 travel days on either end. And then snacks is all the stuff I just showed you on the table. The great news is there's a grocery store right there in town. We're going to Moab, Utah, by the way. One of my favorite places on earth. Moab rocks. This is a family reunion on Dave's side. So all of my in-laws on that side. And should be good. Should be a good time. School's out for the summer. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
My pumpkin bread and hard-boiled eggs are ready to be packed. So very happy about that. Hey, we're back from camping. It was a success. If you want to know more about the camping or see pictures or videos or any of that, you should probably follow me on Instagram because I post a ton of stuff there. I don't know if you knew that. I will also put some at the end of this video. So stick around to the end if you want to see some of our amazing family camping trip. And can I just say, the quick, easy meals, most brilliant plan I've ever done. Now that we are back home from the camping, let's continue cleaning out the pantry. Let's get cooking. Hello friends, today we are headed down into the basement because it's time to prep for dinner. And I wanted to kind of show you my thought process when I go through, we need to make dinner. I'm trying not to go to the store. What do I come up with? If you haven't seen my home gym declutter organize video, I'll leave that below. It was a good little project. Okay, going into my storage room where the huge freezer is. Why is it so bright? Okay, here's the freezer. It's really, really large. I think it's 7 feet. It's at least 6 feet, might be 7 feet. So normally what I do is think, okay, what proteins do I have a lot of and what can I utilize that would be easy? For my family, a go-to is always taco salad. It's easy. It has a ton of veggies. You can build it however you want. It's easy to use up an excess of ground beef. And most importantly, everybody likes it. So I actually called Dave today and I was like, okay, dinner, here are our options. We could do taco salad or we can do fish with some veggies because I have some fish frozen as well. Need to use both. And he's like, man, I really love taco salad. Boom, taco salad it is. So I'm going digging for ground beef. Obviously I have these like really large containers, but these take a lot longer to thaw. So I will set these to the side today and try and get these smaller ones that are buried in here because they thaw quite a bit faster. And I keep trying to get my kids to eat these. It's not going well. Here, I have 2 pounds of ground beef. This will thaw for later today. We'll do that tonight for dinner. I'll show you that when we get there. And I also got out these beef tips, which are a little tough. I think I'm gonna Instant Pot these with some gravy and do like beef tips with rice or mashed potatoes or something. So I'm gonna stick these in the fridge because we won't get to these for a few days. Here is a picture of a taco salad because my family was so hungry and dove into dinner that I didn't actually have time to film the completed taco salad because I live with a bunch of animals. So here you go, picture of taco salad. If you haven't had it in a while, you should make it. It is delicious. I knew I was going to make beef tips for dinner, so I do need to cut these into chunks, and I'm gonna do them in Instant Pot so they're really easy. And I have all these carrots in my outside fridge, so I thought air fryer carrots would be the way to go. There was a little bit of lettuce, so a simple salad. I don't know what else I'm gonna put on that at this point. And I do have this honey cornbread mix, so I'll mix this up as well. I don't know what else, rice maybe? Maybe I'll do some rice to like serve these on top of. Maybe some egg noodles if I can find them. I'm basically pulling random crap out of the fridge and I'm like, oh, that'd be a good side. Oh, this will be a good side. And that's typically how I make dinner with no plans.
I did that on purpose.
All I did was on the saute function, saute some onions and the beef. And I'm about to add the following: 1 can of cream of mushroom, 1 packet of au jus gravy mix with 2 cups of water. And I have this savory mushroom and herb, gonna add that too. And seal it up and let it go on high for about 15 minutes. There we go. I think I'm gonna go 20 minutes actually. I decided to make some peppermint Oreo cookies. Here is the recipe, also linked down below. So over here I have 1 cup of crunched up Oreos. You can put them in your food processor, but I like to bash it with a hammer. And 1 cup of dark chocolate chips, dark like my soul, and 1 cup of Andy's peppermint chips. I picked these up on Amazon when it is not Christmas time. Cream cheese, butter, and a clearance white cake mix. The Bosch is out, ready to go. Let's throw crap in. Lid imperative. Must have lid. I thought for sure it'd stay in there.
Well, no.
Good morning, friends. It's a beautiful Sunday, and today we are making gumbo for later on tonight. And Haley is inviting all of her friends that have never had gumbo. So, out of the freezer, I have procured bone-in chicken thighs, some sausage, and some shrimp. Over here, I'm working on my roux, which is the base of gumbo. I have a 1/2 cup of flour, to which I will add a 1/2 cup of bacon fat, but I'm not gonna cook it on the stovetop. I'm cooking it in the oven because it's the easier way of doing it. You don't have to stir for like 2 hours. It's kind of amazing. Okay, so there goes my bacon fat, which I just melted in the microwave. And I'm gonna whisk this together, and that's all I have in here, just the flour and the fat. You could also use oil if you don't happen to keep a jar of bacon fat in your fridge. If you don't though, what are you doing with your life? So as soon as my oven is up to temperature, 350 degrees, this will get popped in there and I will take it out and stir it again, probably once every 30 minutes for about 2 hours. So it's very hands-off, although you do need to be in the house. Okay friends, this is 1 hour into it. This is what the roux looks like. This is only my second time to stir it. So this is looking pretty dark, actually. My mom would say, not dark enough. Let's compare. At the bare minimum, it needs to be the color of peanut butter. So we are darker than that, so we're on a good track. But my mom also says it needs to be the color of a dirty penny, which means this is not enough. I'm gonna go another 20 minutes and check it. And while I was waiting for this, I went ahead and mixed up some French bread dough, which is rising right now. If you haven't seen my French bread recipe, it's not like real French bread. It's just like this soft bread in a French bread shape. But it's freaking amazing. If you haven't seen that video, let me show you how to make this right now. Okay, 2.5 cups of water, warm water. So if you can hold your hand in it, you have the right temperature. I have 2 tablespoons of yeast. I like to keep this in my fridge or freezer. 3 tablespoons of sugar. Got to give the yeast something to eat. And 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. This is a tenderizer when you use it in baking. I use it in my pie crust. It makes it so flaky and soft. It will not taste like vinegar. And I will let this sit for 10 minutes or so. Okay, it has been 10 minutes. My yeast is nice and bubbly, smells like bread. So I will add 1 tablespoon of salt and 1/3 cup of oil. You could also use melted butter, whatever oil you want is totally fine. And 6 to 7 cups of flour. I'm just using white flour today because I want this bread to be a little floofier instead of dense. So I'll start with 3 and get it mixing, and then just add flour steadily until the flour dough ball pulls the dough off the sides. So it's time to start the rise punch down process. So I have this bowl right here, which is some oil at the bottom of it, and the dough will go in here, and I'm going to rise it anywhere from 2 to 5 times, depending on how much time you have or how soft you want your bread to be. I'm gonna try and go maybe 4 times. So you're just letting it rise until it's doubled, and then punch it down, and then let it rise until it's doubled, and then punch it down. So that would be a 2 rise. We're gonna go for 4. So on the 4th punch down, I will form it into loaves and put it on a baking sheet. But here's what the dough looks like in the Bosch right here. So it's a touch sticky, but that just means it's going to be perfect. If you do it until it's not sticky at all, you've added too much flour and your bread will be a little on the dry side. So I'm just coating this in oil like that. And I like to use just a clean kitchen towel like this. So we'll put that on there, put it in a warm spot. I'm gonna set the timer for 30 minutes, but depending on the warmth of your house or kitchen, it could take longer or shorter than that. Here is my dough after I've let it rise 4 times. This will be number 5 punch down. So I'm gonna form it into loaves right now. I just wanna make sure I have my cookie sheets ready to go. We will start with a little bit of flour on a clean counter. Here's my dough. This makes 2 loaves. So right now I'm just kind of getting all the big air bubbles out, and I'll divide it into 2 sections. I am totally eyeballing the size here. And when it comes to like French bread, I just like to form kind of a long, skinny loaf. This is not rocket science at all. It's probably not gonna be the most beautiful loaf, but it will be fine. And remember, after you put these on the baking sheets, they're gonna rise for another 20 minutes. So I will go ahead and preheat my oven. So as soon as these are done rising, I can pop them in and they'll be ready. Here they are, and I will set these to the side. Okay, here's 1 loaf of the French bread. Lesson learned, it needs to be longer and skinnier, obviously. So I'm gonna do some melted butter and a sprinkle of salt on top. It's one of my favorite ways to top rolls or homemade bread. I'm just using regular old table salt here, and let's give this a slice. It's definitely soft because it just came out of the oven. That salt is everything. Okay, friends, I think we are here. Pretty dark. My mom would probably go darker than that, but it's been about 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I think that looks pretty good. For color reference, here's the peanut butter. I'm definitely darker than the peanut butter. And at this point, you can stop. You don't have to keep going. You could actually make this the day before, the week before, put it in the fridge, and continue the gumbo later. So because it's only 11:15 in the morning, I'm gonna let this sit for a few hours, and we will come back and finish cooking a little bit later. It is a few hours later and I am ready to get going. So I turned my burner on, so this is warming up a little bit, and here are my veggies. I have an assortment of bell peppers, garlic, a couple jalapenos, onion, and celery. Celery, onion, and bell peppers are the holy trinity, so you always start Cajun meals with. And then everything else after that is kind of like loose and open for interpretation. Just like every family has a different recipe for chili, every family from Louisiana has a different recipe for gumbo. This is my mother's and my grandmother's with a few tweaks and omissions and additions. My grandma would often use okra. I don't have okra today. My grandma also likes to put a can of spicy V8 in here, and I'm not doing that either. So I was kind of waiting for this to heat up, but I will saute my veggies in here. Oh yeah, it is totally warm. I'll scrape that in a second. Okay, it's a ton of veggies. I will saute the veggies in the roux just for a few minutes to get all the flavors moving together. And then we will add most of the remainder of our ingredients and let this simmer. Look at these gorgeous colors. Next up, I have 8 cups of chicken broth coming in hot. Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta scrape that. 2 bay leaves, enough Tonys to make you cough. How much is enough? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Wide open. Ooh, I'm not left-handed. This feels dangerous. And the chicken also goes in. I do like to put the chicken thighs in here, just like on the bone, all the skin, all of it. So they'll boil in here and get a lot of that flavor out. And then once the chicken is cooked through, I'll pull these out and then pull the skin and bones off and like debone the chicken and put the chicken back. But for now, we will simmer this all together until the chicken is cooked through. Sausage time. You can use any kind you want. If you can get your hands on some Louisiana sausage, that would be perfecto. And Dewey is great. Just some kind of smoked sausage. I'm already very, very excited to eat this in a little bit. Yum. Now, you can stop right here. My mom would frequently make chicken and sausage gumbo frequently, but I mean, I want to take it up a notch or 3. We can add shrimp. I love shrimp in gumbo. It's an awesome use for it. I have this large 2-pound bag that's been thawing out. I will rinse this off, get all the like liquidy junk out of here, and I do like to add a bottle of clam juice also. You can usually find it by the canned tuna in your grocery store. So if you're not into seafood, leave these out. It'll be fine just the way it is. But if you want to take it up a notch, this is how we're gonna do it. We are coming up on completion. Chicken's off the bone, so I have nice big chunks of chicken in here now. Last 2 ingredientes, then we will taste for seasoning, is my clam juice, and it goes, and my shrimp. The shrimp do not need very long. My rice is almost done right over here. We went old school in a pot. No Instant Pot over here. Oh my gosh, look at this goodness. This is chock full of deliciousness. Haley, are you dying?
Are you dying?
Prepare to die.
Wow, that bread smells amazing. Oh, yes. My rice is perfect, you guys. Like rice on the stove, you don't need an Instant Pot or a rice cooker to make awesome rice. Look at this huge pot of rice. I made so much because we're having people come over to try the gumbo. Bunch of Haley's friends. I mean, it's graduation week. We gotta celebrate by having a dish they've probably never had in their lives. So here's the secret to stovetop rice. Are you ready? Double the water than the rice. So 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water, etc. Bring the water to a rolling boil. Put rice inside, lower to a simmer, lid on 20 minutes, bam! Perfect rice. Absolutely perfect. We are tasting for seasoning. That's pretty dang good. I think we're good. I think we're set. Time to serve, and I'm interested to know how many it serves. What does everybody think of the gumbo?
Delicious. Not 10 every time.
Heck yeah. What's taking you so long?
It's a labor of love, my friend.
That's true.
It's like a once a year thing.
It should be a once a month thing. Look at the beauty of this bowl. I'm so happy right now. And also, how's that bread?
The bread is amazing.
Bread is immaculate.
Why does this table look so small?
The bread? We took the leaf out.
Oh man, we might need to put that back. Believe it or not, I am actually making progress on cleaning out my large freezer in the basement. The one that is so big, you could store a body in there. Not that I'm doing that. Actually, I'm storing the bodies of chickens. So I pulled out 2 of these large family-sized chicken thighs. I wanted to take you with me as I show you how I'm meal prepping, meal planning, and rotating through the food that I have. So I'm really making a concentrated effort to go through the proteins and some of the backlog of spices and baking mixes. I love spices. It's one of my favorite things to buy. And I have this, I think I got this at Aldi, backyard barbecue seasoning mix, right? And I've only used 1 of the 4 flavors. So I thought I would bust out another one today, season all of this chicken. I'm gonna put it in a massive bowl, let it soak like in the fridge overnight, and tomorrow we're gonna smoke it. So this way we'll have a ton of chicken drumsticks. My kids can eat 2 or 3 of these each. Maybe have some potatoes on the side. I have some frozen broccoli. Boom, easy dinner, delicious dinner that my kids like, and I'm using what I have. All good things. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this bowl. So let me dump all this chicken in here and season it up right nice. I mean, is it even cooking if you don't throw food on the counter? But I mean, really. It was a little stuck, so I was like shaking it like that on the counter, and the whole lid came off. So I think we're gonna mix some of these flavors. We're just gonna, it's fine. I was trying to get this hot chicken one, and I'm not really sure what happened there. Anyway, I'm gonna add more, but look at these 2 huge packages that I was able to get rid of out of the freezer. Okay, I gotta fix that. Hey, here is my chicken all mixed. I did add a little bit of oil. Mixed all that together. I did use, oh, not that one, the entire Nashville hot chicken. So now I only have 2 flavors left. Put some saran wrap on this, pop it in the fridge, and that'll be good to go for tomorrow. And while I'm prepping, I did get out this 3-pound of ground beef because we are also going to make burger patties right now. I've had this gourmet burger seasoning for a while. I don't know that I can finish all of that, but we'll do our best. And I have this 12-count sesame seed buns. So 12 burger patties, 12 buns. Use this up, and we can cook these either tonight, tomorrow for lunch, another easy meal prep. Okay, here are all my burgers, and this might sound dumb, but as I was making these, I figured we should just cook them tonight because I'm feeling a little hungry, and I was like, these smell really good. So I did use this entire container. So this is gone, this whole roll is gone. That's very exciting. So I'm gonna go turn the grill on right now and get out some toppings for the burgers. We'll be good to go. If you want any of the recipes in today's video, that will be linked down below. And remember, if you want to get that deal from Thrive Market, 30% off plus a free gift, first link down below, thrivemarket.com/frugalpitmom. Thanks to Thrive Market. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today in this pantry and freezer clean out. We're gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep cleaning everything out. And until next time, happy eating. In the battle of s'moreo versus birthday cake, who will win? Well, I can't make this decision solely on my own. I need an expert. I need someone with a palate that is just incredibly experienced. I need a teenage boy. Help me taste test these Oreos and determine, is it the s'moreo or is it the birthday cake? The s'moreo looks like a graham cookie. Should we try the s'moreo first?
Yeah.
Cheers. I like it.
It's good, but it's not my favorite. 6.
I give it a 6.5. Like good, not gross. Would eat if put in front of me. If you don't like graham crackers, you would hate that.
Who doesn't like graham crackers?
I don't know, but there's gotta be someone. Cheers on the birthday cake. The classic Oreo cookie with a sweeter cream filling. I give it a 6.
7.
You give it a 7. I think I like the s'moreo better.
I like the birthday cake better.
Okay, it's a tie. We need to do a tiebreaker.
I'll choose.
Okay, tiebreaker coming in. Toffee Crunch flavor cream. I feel like this is an easy win. I mean, it smells like heavy caramel and butterscotch. It smells like butterscotch.
Kind of.
Okay, here we go. Oh, clink.
Wait. There's one. Your bottom one is flat.
Oh no, it had one job. Oh. Here, I give it an 8.
7. and a half.
The cream has like toffee crunches in it, but I say the cream is much more butterscotch than toffee. I can only eat one of those. Woo!
Now we try all of them at the same time.
Thanks for taste testing with me today, Tyler. Helps you sit up taller.
Get it, get it, get it, get it.